Hey, what's going on, dudes? Welcome back to my Minecraft world with mods. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that time lapse. It was just a little one, but if you liked it, get used to it because there's going to be more of that to come, man. I had a lot of fun setting that up together, and I know it was actually kind of little, so I've only spent like maybe 2 hours or so working on this thing, but I think the time lapse just really kind of is a cool way to tie it all together, especially in video form. Because it allows me to do most of my building kind of off camera, and I can still be creative with it, and I don't have to fumble around with trying to speak and build at the same time. And it also throws a, lets you guys know how I build things, and we can have some fun with it, man. So I think that's definitely going to be a thing from now on, coming in most of my videos actually. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, so this is my little shack. Hopefully you guys like it. I don't think it's too bad. It's good for a little starter house, don't you think? So it's not too bad. But yeah, so you guys are probably asking yourselves, why does this place look different than the last episode? We actually had a little bit of a mistake last episode because I meant to turn on the Biomes of Plenty world type in the beginning of the video when we created the world. So apparently I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was going to be default world type with the Biomes of Plenty mod injected into the actual world, but it's the other way around. So you have to select the Biomes of Plenty world default or world type, and then the vanilla biomes will be injected into the Biomes of Plenty world pack. So there are still vanilla biomes in this world type, but in order to get all these cool looking biomes and stuff like that, we had to start it off with Biomes of Plenty world type. So that was kind of a mistake on my part. So I spent the last couple of hours kind of just doing some caving, getting kind of set up to where we pretty much left off last episode. So we were going to start building a starter house and things like that. And yeah, so here we are. I didn't want to waste any time for today's video. And while I'm thinking about it, I'll go ahead and throw up the seed. I threw it up there. We'll throw it up again, that way you guys can see it, and I will also put it in the link down below in the description, or not a link, but I'll put it down there, so you guys can check it out if you want to play. And remember, we are in the Direwolf 20 pack that you can get on the FTB launcher, and if you don't have that, links to the launcher and stuff, everything is down below in the description for you. So yeah, anyways, we are in this awesome biome, and you guys saw the time lapse. So this is a shield biome, which I think is really cool. I don't remember ever seeing this one before, but it's a very like lush biome. Lots of trees and things here, lots of plant life, which I really like. And it's got these cool like stone patches, and they almost kind of really look like paths. So in the time lapse, you saw that there was kind of like a not concrete, but stone path that goes out this way. And I just kind of morphed it into all of this here, and spackled spackled. A couple different stone types and things in there, and I think it looks pretty rad. So it's kind of like a natural walkway. And then we've also got a couple of different areas we can go check out over here. We've got this one, which kind of comes down over here. This is going to be our branch mine. I think I spent way too much time in here, and I really don't like the way this looks, but it's okay. It's not bad. But let's head inside. We're going to take a nap, and today we're going to set up a couple of different things. I want to set up a quick little garden with some different types of food for us to eat, and then also want to set up a suggestion board. So the suggestion board is going to be a big player in this series. So it's going to be basically all the good comments and stuff that I get from now on. I'm going to put up on this board things that we're going to build in this world, and we can kind of pick and choose from there. So eventually we'll have some sort of like hall with user suggestions and stuff like that we can throw everybody in there, and then it won't just be on some random board floating around in the world, because the board is going to kind of update and change over the time. So once we do something, we'll knock it off the board and put up something new, which I think it'll be easy for me to kind of keep track of the cool comments and the cool suggestions and stuff that you guys leave, and then it'll also keep me motivated, I think, because I'll see this sign here and I'm like, ooh, we need to work on that. That's going to be a lot of fun. So that is the plan with that. And yeah, so I did a little bit of exploring. I found a couple of those greatwood trees that had like the spawners underneath, and that's how I ended up with those broken spawners. And I found some of those weird Thaumcraft like altar things. I'm not really sure what to call those, but I found a couple of them. And we got some pretty good stuff here. Where is it all? These things here, I broke the node because I heard that those altars add like to like the, what is it called, the taint that Thaumcraft has, and I didn't want to mess with any of that, and I broke these, and I'm not really sure if that was a good or bad thing, but I'm sure that there are plenty more nodes and stuff, and those were actually kind of far away, but it was in a cool spot that I thought we may want to build in eventually. So I went ahead and got rid of them. And yeah, we found some Mistcraft pages, like 9 of the same pages, which is kind of strange, and a bunch of other just random junk here. So not too much to tell, really. But yeah, so this is our little starter home here. But what I want to do today is I want to set up a little bit of a garden over on this side of the house here. So we're going to set up some fences, and maybe even like another exit from the fenced off area to this way. This may be a way. This way we can maybe tie this into a path coming up this way or something. I think would be pretty cool. Lots of little ponds around here too, which is interesting. I don't know, that may be kind of difficult, but we'll see. So yeah, let's go inside. Let's see if we have any wood to make some fences. Oh, I also got these yeah, so we got lots of this stuff. I got a couple of these blueberry bushes, I think, and a raw turtle. Dude, that kind of makes me sad because I really like turtles. I don't know, that was part of like the Pam's Harvest Craft what are they called, like water garden things? They were like floating out in the water, and I broke one and it gave me a raw turtle, which is kind of upsetting actually. Why would I want to eat a turtle? Okay, so I've got a little bit of a farm set up over on the other side, a little bit of a tree farm. Lag spike, but I think we should have enough here somewhere. Let's see, a little bit of pine. Yeah, we got enough spruce wood. This will work. Alright, so let's go ahead and set this all up. Get some fences. But yeah, there's like a lot of cool like Pam's Harvest Craft foods and stuff like that that I would really kind of like to get into, but we'll see. We'll see if we really get into that stuff, because I've got a bunch of like beef, or the steak, and that's really, I think, like a main food source for us, really, because the Pam's Harvest food, it doesn't do much. I think like you have to make like the super big meals in order to get any kind of like sustenance from them, so that's kind of disappointing, because there's some really cool stuff, but I think it would be fun to kind of take a little bit more in-depth look at it this time around and see if we can actually get some cool stuff out of it. So let's get this guy out of the way. Let's start clearing some of this grass over here. Don't want that kind of grass, but we'll do this like so. Alright, so I think we should probably go around this tree. Clear out a little bit of land. Is this pine wood? Yeah, so I think this is where we want the path to come out. We'll put some stairs or something right in this area. Right? Okay, so we'll have the fences coming out like this. And then we are going to go find some pine wood. I think I've got a little bit in the house over there. We're actually going to put some at the bottom of this and then at the bottom of this one because I don't like the way that looks. It looks kind of derpy. So let's do this. I want to get rid of this so nobody falls into our backyard. That could cause some problems. We'll kind of terraform this out just a little bit. But yeah, so I think the board thing is actually going to be a pretty cool idea. Like I said, I think it's going to keep me motivated because I can always see it. And I think it will really kind of, I don't know, inspire you guys to start leaving some cool ideas and stuff too. Because like I said, this is going to be very, very heavily oriented on you guys and your ideas and your suggestions for what we should do and stuff in this mod pack. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I really want you guys to get as involved as possible. And I think that's a good way to kind of invoke some enthusiasm in you guys. So let's see, are we all out of, I think I used all my wood too. Oh, I didn't use it all. Pine wood, there's pine wood. But see all this crap that we get, there's so much like vegetation and stuff in this mod pack, and it's crazy. Mustard seed, soybean seed, pineapple seed, radish seed, rye seed, ginger seed, turnip seed, onion seed, cauliflower seed, cranberry seed, raspberry seed, sweet potato seed. There's just so much stuff, man. I'm sure that's not even like half of it, really. Okay, so let's come out here. We need to make, I think I've got enough iron to make a bucket. Sorry, let's replace this while we're thinking about it, because that looks dumb. That looks so dumb. And we will take our fence and let's run it this way. I think this is going to be big enough. We just kind of want like this little backside area over here. And we'll run it from this side of the house over here, like so. And then we'll make the gate right there. Come out this way and like that. I think that should be good, don't you think? It's not too big, it's not too small. Yeah, I think that's alright. Alright, so let's make a gate. We need some sticks, right? And then some more logs or planks. Wait, where did our sticks go? Let's take those. See if I remember how to craft the old type of gate. So like this? Yes. Yes! We got it. Alright, cool. Perfect. Like that. That's exactly what we want. And I need to do more mining because I need coal really bad. So I think I'm going to plan on doing a lot of mining in between this episode and next. Over in our little cave system thing. Branch mine thing. And try to collect up on some of the basic resources because I need more iron. And I found like all of this stuff that you're seeing in here is stuff that I found in the chest along the way when I was exploring a little bit. So that don't really count too much. Can we make a bucket? Let's actually look and see if there's some sort of other bucket we can make. Bucket. I'm not seeing it. Extrapolated bucket. Alright, so that's made out of something that we can't get yet. I wish you could really use tin because you'd think like a tin bucket would be a thing. Let's see if it is. I don't think it is. Oh, it is. Oh, yes. That is so cool. Okay, so I didn't think we could actually do that, but we did. Perfect. Okay, so let's come over here. We're going to grab some water. And then we need to make a hoe. And then we can plant some crops. Crops. Yay. Alright. What do you think that we should actually plant first, man? Time to farm. Yes, it is. Yes, it is time to farm. Oh, and then I was also going to show you this too. I found this out. I don't think it's going to work on this type of wood. But if we come over here and we take this dirt patch right here, and instead of like going into this system here where we actually put this in, we can put dirt in here and it gives us the different options and things like that. If you take this and you left click on it, you can actually like cycle through the different types of dirt that it offers. But I think what the difference is if you go into this menu and change it all, it doesn't take any durability, but when you left click on it, it does a durability. So we got to be kind of careful, I guess, because I mean there's not really any point in doing that, because it seems like this is like the easier option is to go in here and just like do a whole stack at a time. But I guess that is kind of something to keep in mind. I'm not real sure, like I don't know how like useful that really is. So I guess we'll find out. This thing keeps updating and like doing backups and stuff, and I'm not playing on a server. This is like a single player thing, but I guess it's backing up the internal server or something, which is kind of strange. Never played in a single player world that did automatic backups for me, so that's kind of nice actually. Okay, so let's drop off some of this junk, man. Let's just drop off everything in here that we do not need as of right now. Kiwi, that sounds kind of cool. Soybean. Actually, you know what? We should probably grow one of each of these. Cranberry seed, cauliflower seed. This way we can see what does or gives us the most saturation as far as like food stuff goes. Because I was trying to like scroll out of this and like takes one like that, like you do have like an AE system to use to play mod sauce. But yeah, so let's grow like one of each of these and see which is going to be like the best for us. So sweet potato seed, rice seed. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Rutabaga? Alright, we didn't get rutabaga. Radish seed. Alright, so we're looking for a red one. We didn't get that one. Alright, is that all we got? What else are we missing? I think that should be everything. What is that? That's 18 different kinds of seeds right here, man. That is crazy sauce. Alright, so let us set this up. So there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, so I guess we'll just start off with kind of like this area here, and then we'll see what happens. So let's clear our bar. Let's take all of these different kinds of seeds, because I know some of the Pam's Harvest stuff is actually really good, but I don't know what is what really. So this is going to be kind of what we're testing here. And then the things that are actually pretty decent, or the things that we can actually combine to be pretty decent, we may start just kind of like its own farm and do it that way, instead of just like, I don't know, having a bunch of different crops. We could actually grow a bunch of different crops in order to make like one item or something like that. So we will let this go and see what happens, man. So many different types of fruits and vegetables and goodness. Okay, so let us work on this. This sign is going to be pretty ghetto, so you can't laugh. You can't laugh. Okay, that's it. Where did those fences go? There they are. So if we take mustard seed, did we plant a mustard seed? I feel like we did. Mustard seed. There it is. Okay. So we did plant mustard seed. That's good. Yeah, so let's go work on this sign. I think we are going to put it like right out front. I think that should be good. Or should we put it inside? No, we need to put it outside. Somewhere where it's kind of an eyesore. And that way I'm always looking at it. I think that'll be good. So let's just do it. Where do we want to do it? I don't know. Yeah, let's just do it like right here, right in front of our house. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 3 in between. We'll go up. Let's go up one more. Huh. Like so. Yeah, that should work. Okay, so let's make a different kind of cobble. Let's do cobble with light panel. And actually, you know what? We'll go up one more. And then we'll turn into a bat. So, for those of you who don't know, we have Morph Mod installed, which is, I thought it was going to be overpowered, but if you guys can see my hearts down here, I only have 3 hearts right now, and that's because I'm in bat mode, which is really cool. Like, I like the ability to fly very early on in game, but what I didn't like about it before is it's kind of cheap. Like, it was really cheap. I mean, you just got flight like right at the beginning of the game. You had all of your normal health that you would as like a normal player, but now it seems they have updated it so we actually have only 3 hearts. I think like each mob has different amounts of health, which makes this a little less overpowered and pretty cool. Like, it still gives you the flight, but you got to be real careful because there were a couple times I almost died from getting shot by a skeleton. So you got to be real careful. And you can see my heart's going back up right now. So I think that's a very cool addition to the Morph Mod. And I don't know. I think I'm okay with having early flight as long as that's the case. So not too bad. Not too bad. All right, we're gonna take this pine wood. Let's grab the rest of these sticks, and then I don't think I'm digging the white panel cobblestone. Not digging it at all. We're gonna go ahead and take this down, and then we'll put some signs up. We're gonna put a couple blank ones, but I've actually got a couple of suggestions and comments that I want to put on here already. Awesome, like comments, I guess, that you guys left last episode. And I just want to thank you guys for the support too on this new series, because it's always kind of nerve-wracking when I try to start something new on my channel, because not all the time it doesn't. Yeah, that's better. I like the connected texture, but it doesn't always get like the greatest reviews. Not reviews, but I don't know what I'm saying. But you guys did some awesome. Left some awesome support on last episode, so thank you guys very much. Keep it up. I want to see it. I want to see all the awesome comments and everything that you guys can leave. I want to see like the cool ideas, man. We got to start brewing up some really cool stuff here now. Let us make a crafting bench out of this, and we'll throw it right down here. Chances are we're gonna need one, and having one right here I don't think is really a bad spot. So we're gonna make a couple signs like so. That will give us 6 signs. So we'll go there, 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 and there. Alright, and so for the first comment, we got this one, abandoned. See if I can type around my microphone. Abandoned. And don't laugh at me if I am not spelling right. Abandoned. He said shipyard or lumberyard, but I think we're going to go with a lumberyard for this one, because we're definitely going to need a bunch of different kinds of like wood and things like that. And let me get the name off of this one. This one is from Tom S. So thank you very much, Tom S. I think this is going to be a really cool addition, and this is something that we're going to get to very, very soon. And like I said, oh God, what was that? I think it's these plants, man. Chopper plant. I think there's a creeper plant one. Lightning plant, and the creeper plant thing blows up. It might be the lightning plant one too, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's kind of scary, not gonna lie. Okay, so let's come over here. We're gonna set up the other one, and this one, gotta find it. Where it is? There it is. It said automated butcher. Whoops, we can't type that. Butcher shop. Like that. Butch shop. Butcher shop. I cannot type. Like so. And this one comes from EJ. So, I think these are two really awesome ideas. Like I said before, the idea for the modded My Minecraft world is that I think it would be really cool to automate our builds. So if we're going to say like a butcher shop, for example, we have to actually do the whole farm, come up with a way to automate it, the whole thing. So it would be like actual cows to breeding to food, or to, I guess, like the raw form to the cooked form. That way it is good to go. We can just throw it all in a chest, then I can come and grab it whenever I need it. So food is going to be a big priority starting off, so I think this is going to be a good place to start. And then also with the abandoned lumber yards, I think this is going to be really cool. Two really awesome ideas that you guys left. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. I know it was a little bit short, but I'm gonna go work on some more time-lapsey stuff. So I had a lot of fun doing that, and I just want to get back to doing that really soon. But anyways, hit that like button for me down below. Let me know, leave a comment down below what you think of this series so far. Leave an idea or suggestion for our next build or something like that, something we can add onto this sign over here. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And if you got an idea for what we should call this sign, or maybe a better way to make this look, leave that down below in a comment too, because that would definitely be really interesting. So anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button for me down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. Alright, thanks for watching. Oh god, we're breaking stuff. Thanks for watching. Peace.